Hi friends, Eric here from Around 2 at RC, and here's the latest plane I just added to my fleet. It's made by Parkzone, and it's the P47D Thunderbolt. Now this is the bind and fly model, so I shouldn't have too much trouble putting this thing together. So with no further ado, let's go over to the work table and unbox this bad boy. Alright, everything you see on the table is what came out of the box for the P47D bind and fly model from Parkzone. Now of course for this right here is the fuselage, and everything's already installed. All the electronics are pre-installed, and I would like to note that Parkzone finally picked up on the tips from the customers about putting a piece of tape here for the magnetic canopies. Makes them that much easier to take off. And there you have it, all the electronics are already pre-installed. All you have to do is bind it to your transmitter. Now this wasn't included in the bind and fly purchase. This is my Spektrum DX7 radio. I'll be using this to fly the plane today. Let's take a look at some of the other small parts that came out of here. Like the small parts bag with the wheels and wheel pants and the screws. And it looks like some taping for the wing and canopy, possibly. If I read the manual, I'd know that, right? Oh yeah, the manual. Here it is. You should always refer to your owner's manual before installing anything on your plane. Yeah. Okay. Got that out of the way. Now here's the wing right here. And it's already got the aileron servos pre-installed here and here. And there are the wires for it right there. Now, the neat thing about this plane is you can use the supplied wheels right here and the hardware for the wheels to install the wheels permanently on here. Or you can add the optional electric retracts, and that's what we're going to do today on this plane. The other neat thing about the wing is it comes with optional flaps. Guess what? They're going to be added too right here. So to do all those extra options, you needed the electric retracts and a couple of Parkzone servos, and you're good to go. Now it also comes with a 3-cell 11.1 volt LiPo battery, 2200 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty cool. I've got a bunch of these. And here goes the charger that I don't like again. And the reason I don't like it is you have to plug it into your cigarette adapter inside your vehicle. So you can only charge this at the field, or if you have an adapter to charge this in home, you're going to have an AC to DC power source to use this at home. Again, I don't use these because I have a better charger. But it's great that they supplied one, so that is a good positive note about the charger. Well, other than that, you got your tail wing assembly right here, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. What comes with the plane. So give me a few minutes here to put it together, bind it to my DX7, and we'll see you at the flying field shortly.
Eric, this is the tower. You are clear for takeoff.
Alright, I've got the plane dialed in now, and it didn't take much to do it, so let's try a lazy loop. Let's just let the plane tilt up and fall over. Alright, looking pretty good so far. Alright, the first loop looked pretty good, so let's try another. Nice loop. Alright, let's try a roll. Awesome. The loops and rolls look pretty good, but you know me, I've got to try flying inverted. No problems flying inverted here. Alright, let's take it up high and do a spin dive. Did I crash? Oh, there I am. Nice spin dive. Alright, how about a low flyby? Alright, I've had enough fun flying solo. Let's land and let Lee get in on the fun with his P-47. You know, Lee and I could not wait to get the P-47, but this plane is special to Lee as his father worked on P-47s during the war. Sergeant Richard Mansfield served his country with honor and at one time was the assistant crew chief for the famous fighter pilot Don Gentili. In this picture you see Sergeant Mansfield and to the right is Major Gentili, and they are both proudly standing in front of Major Gentili's P-47 Thunderbolt, which was named Donny Boy. Well, I hope you enjoyed Lee and I flying together, but we just couldn't end the day without getting just a little bit close to each other. No crashes here, we just traded a little paint.
Well, that was the maiden flight of the P47D Thunderbolt made by Parkzone, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's talk a little bit about the plane before you leave. First, it's the retractable wheels. That is so cool. I'm enjoying that. And the flaps. Now, one thing that I noticed about this plane on takeoffs, you do use flaps. It does help, and what it does, the flaps will actually help get the tail off the ground a little bit quicker, and you can maneuver a little bit better with the rudder while you're taking off. Another thing is that Lee and I found, don't take off slowly with this plane. For some reason it likes to torque to the left really hard if you go into it slow. And what we found out is if you just gun it, if you just go for it, it'll take off with no problem, go straight. So with that in mind, let's talk about the landings. Full flaps on for the landings. And this plane will just drop right on in, nice and smooth. You won't have a problem with it at all. So other than that, that's about it pretty much for the plane. The only thing that I did like the retracts, but they're 85 bucks from E-flite. To me, that's a little bit expensive to retract, but they go great on the plane. So I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it also. So anyway, that's about it for today. I'm glad you got to see me again, and I'll see you later on the tube.
Thought it was coming for me. What's uh-oh mean?
Nothing? Take two.
You want to do it again and stand on the side like you are now, not in the middle of the road?